Hi. I was going to do this in like a written format type of carousel post, but I decided that I want you to see my face when I say this. There seems to be a really calculated effort happening this week in the influencer world where people are demanding that we don't vote shame people. And the reason why I think it's calculated is because I saw no less than 12 influencers yesterday who are loud activists seemingly backing down and watering down their typical rhetoric surrounding the US presidential elections. That vote shaming is unproductive, that vote shaming contributes to the oppression of the most marginalized, and it seems a lot of people are now reverting to speaking out of fear. And that's never a good thing. We don't speak from or lead with fear, because when we do that, it only further oppresses ourselves and keeps us stuck in oppressive systems. And I have two things to say about that. One being that if this is the hill you choose, I hope you continue to remain on said hill when this country ultimately blames and shames Palestinians and Arabs and Muslim voters for what seems to be Kamala Harris's inevitable loss. Because if you're paying attention, you will know that they are already manufacturing consent from you to be able to do that, to blame the entirety of the American Arab Muslim population on this Democratic election loss, which I'm pretty sure is going to happen. That will then lead us to experiencing more post 9/11-esque anti-Arab, anti-Palestinian hatred and Islamophobia. So I hope we're all preparing for that. Two, if you feel vote shamed for choosing to vote for the party, remember, you are voting in the same party that is in power now, that is enacting, not just enabling, actually actively participating in the genocide of my people. You deserve to feel shame. The same way that anyone who has ever voted in or supported any other genocidal regime in history deserves to be shamed, you too deserve to feel shame. And on the topic of shame, Arabs were raised with the concept of something called ayb. Ayb means shame. It was something that I definitely disagreed with while I was growing up. I swore that I would not raise my children with the concept of ayb. And while I definitely still disagree with the way that the community at large chooses to use the concept of ayb, as I get older and over the last year, I have learned the benefits of being raised with shame. Something that is not present in American culture. We have no shame in the United States. Israelis and Zionists and all of their supporters have no shame, which is why for the last year we have been watching people genocide children on TikTok, why we have seen soldiers walk around in dead women's lingerie, why we have Americans 7,000 miles away from what's happening in Palestine right now, feeling so confident to attend pro-genocide rallies and on camera say things like, "I hope you get raped and murdered," to people protesting a genocide. And why we as Americans all think it's okay to still exist normally while our money is going to slaughtering children. Why Americans think that it's appropriate to come to a political figure's defense, a political figure who is currently enacting a genocide against children, who was being confronted by anti-genocide protesters and had the nerve to say something like, "I am speaking," and people cheered that on. It's because we have no shame. Collectively, as Americans, we have no shame. And because of that lack of shame, we have been able to destroy a large majority of this planet and the people living on it and not feel a thing about it. So I will continue to ensure that those who vote for the person who is genociding children right now feel some sort of shame. You deserve to feel shame. So, in my most Palestinian mama voice that I could possibly muster up from the depths of my soul in this very moment, ayb alaykum. Shame on all of you.